Okay, so here we are. Today is unbelievable. It's the end of May already. Okay, so let's talk a little bit fundamentally first. Okay, so has been in deal talks with Sprint for a while, coming down to the narrow end here, or coming down to the end, and in the hands of Justice Department. Okay, so if we look at the stock here, okay, first off, you have a massive, massive support area on this red line of the 50-day moving average. Okay, but this spike right here a couple weeks ago, this was the spike on some initial reports that the deal was going to go through. Okay, then reports, this always happens with deal stocks. You never know what's going on. Reports then came out saying, well, the Department of Justice is looking at it and not so happy, this, that, and the other. We believe on its own merits, just from a technical standpoint, that this is a buy. Okay? Just from a technical standpoint. Now, you throw into the mix the opportunity here that if something does happen from a fundamental standpoint with the deal, and there's a lot of upside room here. So what I'm looking at, volatility has come in. Volatility is probably fair. Maybe it's a little high, a little touch high overall. But if we go out to July expiration, with the stock trading 75, we can see the expected move is a little bit over $6, about 6.25 or so. So expected move out to July is about 6.25. Massive support just below, which is the 50-day moving average. Okay, so a target going out to July to the upside is really about 81.25. So I looked at this 77.5, 82.5 call spread for $1.40. Okay, and even if we just get up to that target of 81.25, this thing is really profitable. If we get back up to the high there, which was 81, basically, okay, which coincides right with that expected move, we're sitting pretty on this thing. I like it a lot also because there's just, like I said, and like we're looking at here, a ton of support down below here at the 50-day moving average. This thing is in the news. This thing is front and center in the news in terms of deal stocks and could pop at any second. Could also go down if the Department of Justice comes out and says, hey, listen, we're not going to approve this thing. Yeah. But again, the reward to risk is pretty decent. If we take out if we look at the full reward to risk, we're looking at 360 divided by 140, okay, which is 2.57 to 1. Okay, not over the top, but certainly within our wheelhouse of what we want there. Okay, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Any other questions there? John, exit strategy? Well, I mean, listen, if the Department of Justice comes out and says, we're nixing the deal, we don't like it, and the stock falls apart, we'll have to maybe scramble a little bit, think about where we want to exit. Other than that, we if this thing does move as we anticipate it's going to move, we probably use some trailing stops. Exactly, William. Okay. Yeah, this one though, Richard, this one has been almost, I want to say it's a good 18 months, if not longer. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap that one up. I'll get the recording put